It's probably pretty obvious, but Japanese anime pretty much dominates my overall viewing experience. Like most human beings, I enjoy characters that actually develop, which makes watching a Western Hollywood film after all my years of watching anime equivalent to me cheating on a 9, just so I can get with the 2 that would probably cause my dick to hurt whenever I pee. Don't get me wrong, Japanese anime is my sweetheart and soulmate, I guess, but if I have to cheat, it'll be with something that I'm not ashamed of this time. Something so good that even Japanese anime will have to say, fair enough. Well, prepare to be cucked again, because this Chinese anime, or donghua, or whatever you want to call it, represents everything that I love about Japanese anime. Great characters, phenomenal storytelling, and impressive visuals makes Link Click, or Shiguang Dailiren, a show worthy of your time, especially if you enjoy Japanese anime. Link Click follows a dynamic duo that has the ability to enter photographs and consequently jump back into the exact time and place that photograph was taken. Through the eyes of the person who took the photograph, they're able to experience the time of events and people surrounding the picture. Of course, there are some caveats to this power. The duo can only enter the past for up to 12 hours, and must take extreme caution to not drastically change events in the past that could possibly alter the future. Yep, this is another show that involves time travel. Time travel is not a unique storytelling device anymore. However, Link Click's execution of different events in time serves as mini slice of life arcs through real working class Chinese people that we really get exposure to as a Western audience. Link Click won't send you back in time as a spoiled Chinese international student buying a Ferrari in America, because just like you, real Chinese people hate this representation of them as well. Instead, Link Click sends you back in time as a person from the countryside struggling to make it in the city, as poor college graduates starting up a noodle shop, as high schoolers trying to win a basketball game. You get the point. Link Click gives you an authentic slice of Chinese life through the lens of characters that we can relate to, and it does this while giving great commentary on social life in China that Western audiences are not typically exposed to. Overall, the story is really engaging with the different slice of life experiences our main characters go through. There's a great continuity to the separate jumps in time that really helps tie the show together, while each story in each different timeline represents its own moral lesson that shines light on society in China. However, some of the stories are so dark, which is awesome since it adds a lot of suspense throughout the story, but it does leave me a tad worried about the sovereignty of the show's creators. So, if you're into dark narratives, suspenseful drama, and great stories, then give Link Click a watch before it gets mysteriously re-educated and watered down. Link Click follows 2 main characters that function as a dynamic duo. Since this is a Chinese show, yin and yang is probably more appropriate to describe their relationship. Cheng Xiaoshi is the main character that jumps into the timeline of a photograph, while Lu Guang serves as an observer and instructs Cheng how to behave in the photograph's timeline. Cheng is impulsive and emotional, which makes sense from a narrative standpoint since he must physically and mentally endure the experiences of a real person in each photograph's timeline. This makes Cheng's character very likable since he's deeply empathetic to the people around him. However, his empathy is also his biggest weakness. Understandably, Cheng's empathy not only takes a large mental toll on his psyche, but his empathy sometimes gets the crew into trouble for fucking with the timeline too much. This timeline tampering annoys the hell out of Lu, since he functions as Cheng's anchor and focuses on maintaining the past and future throughout the story. However, Lu gives Cheng the benefit of the doubt at times, since he's aware that Cheng's time jumping takes a large toll on his mind, and throughout the show, we see Lu act very protective of Cheng, constantly hiding information from Cheng in order to protect his mental health. This leads to Cheng and Lu working as an effective team throughout the story, and their personalities nicely juxtapose each other to give you an effective dynamic of yin and yang in their relationship. If you like 12 and 9 from Terror and Resonance, or Arata and K from Psychopaths, you'll probably find a nice familiarity with Cheng and Lu in Link Click. Let's talk about the art of the show. The art is familiar if you watch anime, but also has its own unique takes on character models and environments, as you have probably already noticed. The environments have a nice watercolor painting feel to them that adds a lot of character to each point in time. Even the minor locations like apartment rooms are cramped with details that give each location so much expression. It's pretty cool that a sheltered American like me can clearly tell this couple's socioeconomic standing from one glance at this room. It also tells you a lot about the show's attention to detail when you find out that careful consideration was put into the spoken dialects of different characters, and that level of detail is consistently portrayed in the art of the show as well. From the animation, you can tell that Studio Lan put a lot of love into the art while giving the viewers a lot of hints and details throughout the story. As a fan of anime, I assure that you will not be disappointed with the art, and this goes equally for the music of the show. The music of the show has a lot of great lo-fi music, ranging from hip-hop to relaxing. while the opening and ending themes break this mold with the exciting lyrical music. The opening theme is pretty good, but not really my taste, since I like to listen to crazy people pig squealing about death and stuff. However, the ending theme is a hip-hop song that does a great job in getting me hyped after each episode. Having a cliffhanger or plot twist beautifully transition into a banger of a song never gets old, and proves that effective utilization of music can be considered not safe for work, with the sheer amount of blood this beat unexpectedly pumps straight to my dick.
And it was full of blood, so it was warm. Oh, you bet your sweet ass, it was warm.
Link Click, or Shiguang Dailiren, is a show that anime viewers should respect, regardless of the region it comes from. Link Click is not some cheap knockoff designed to make money for greedy or a disingenuous attempt to spread a superficial agenda. Nope, Link Click is a show crafted with passion and creativity, and it's a show that gets us invested in the characters and stories just like any good anime would. So, if you have any shred of self-respect as an anime watcher, I'd highly recommend you take the same leap of faith you did when you watched something like Avatar: The Last Airbender, and give this little-known Chinese donghua a chance.
响了10秒的电话没有接，只需要在烟雾下闭着眼，让周围霓虹灯光退后些，星空下才能看清你的脸颊，正要坠地的玻璃就被默念着分钟里漂浮，我快就能够回到从前，但这边的光潮死死咬住。